Hi, Archuleta County, and welcome to Warren Brown for Archuleta County Commissioner on Facebook Live. Hey, I'm really glad to be with you again this week and talk to you after our Easter holiday. I hope it was everything that you wanted it to be and you spent your holiday time rejoicing and laughing with friends and family. So I hope you're all doing well. It's been a great time to get together with you. And if you can believe this, this is marking 1 month of us getting together and talking every Friday at 3 p.m. I've really enjoyed it. I've had a number of great comments and some questions that have come in, and some people that are really getting active in this community and taking a part of what their future holds for them. So I'm glad to see that we have a number of viewers on today. Hey, let me say this. I understand that during these times you might be feeling a little helpless, a little hopeless as we navigate through these times of uncertainty with COVID-19 going on, and also the political unrest that seems to follow almost everything that we do these days. So let me encourage each of you to do what we can and find some solace in knowing that this too shall pass. Nothing lasts forever, and although right now we're getting challenges that we've possibly never faced before, the time has come for us to take control of the things that we really can make a difference in. And the other things that we can't control are going to happen anyway. So if that's following the CDC recommendations of wearing a face mask when you go out, of wearing gloves if you need to wear rubber gloves, or stay at home if you can, that's what we need to do. Because that's what we need to get our folks to understand, to get past the COVID-19 pandemic that's going on, so we can lead our healthy and happy lives and continue on past this particular point. We also need to understand that as far as the political uncertainty goes, we really control, as voters in this country, we control the situations that we have. We have total control to vote people in and vote people out that make a huge impact on where we are as a local community, where we are as a state, and where we are nationally. So if you don't like what's going on now, I'm encouraging each and one of you to get involved, to be involved. This is the time where we take in our opportunity to have some control on where we're headed together, and where we want to see our communities, where we want to see our states, and where we want to see our federal government go. So your vote within each of those levels determine exactly what happens, and your circle of influence that you have with people that you know. Now think about this. If you have a circle of friends of 10 people and you take the opportunity to get involved and you tell them why you have the opinions that you do, why you believe that we should have change or not have change, depending on your point of view, and what you want to see happen. If each of you had in your circle of influence the time to talk to just a handful, say 5 people each, and to let them know how important things are to you and to your family and to your well-being, not only physically, but we're talking about financial well-being, where we are as a community. I'm telling you what, right now in the state that we're in, you know that there are some devastating impacts to our business community. And I have to tell you, I'm a local business owner and I'm feeling it just like the rest of you are feeling it. But again, I know that nothing lasts forever, and we just need to hang in there. We need to get through these difficult times, and the better times are just around the corner. The fact is, each one of us who are eligible to vote can control every level of government that we have. We can, again, as we talked about, we need to make sure that we get the folks in office that are willing and able to make things better. We need people who have a plan of action, who are going to take these issues that we face and they're going to find or help find resolutions. Now, remember, it's not up to the government to do all of these things for us. It's up to us to find a representative who is willing to listen to the people and to make the necessary changes that we need. We have the ability to do this, but we can only do this if we get involved. Remember, you have to get involved to be involved here. And I'm telling you what, locally in Archuleta County, I feel like I'm doing my part. I have seen what has happened to Archuleta County, and I've not been satisfied with the level of service that we've received at times. And instead of just complaining about it, I've decided to be the change that I want to see. I'm sure you've heard that saying before. It certainly wasn't me that came up with that. But I'm being the change that I want to see. And so what I've done is I have kind of looked at and studied why in Archuleta County we seem to have the same repetitive challenges that we have year after year. And after looking at this for a long period of time, up to a year, I discovered it's because Archuleta County does not have a strategic plan. And if we don't have a strategic plan, how are we able to determine what our priorities are? How do we determine where to spend the limited funds that we have to address the issues that we face as a community? And the fact of the matter is, we just don't. We manage by emergency. Now, with this pandemic that's going on, a buzz topic that's coming up is managing the consequence. So managing the consequence, and sometimes that has to happen after an event takes place. But as a leader, as a person that is looking into the future, we should try to anticipate what consequences or what challenges our community may face, and then we should learn to develop a plan to respond to these incidents so we are better able to manage the consequence. If we look forward and we anticipate the challenges we're going to face, it's not going to be as big an impact for us as a community because our leaders have prepared, they have planned, and they have in place a answer to, and maybe not a total answer, but an answer to many of the situations that we're going to be facing as a group. So I'm doing my part. I'm getting involved. I've been involved, and I am working to be your next Archuleta County Commissioner in District 1. And so what I need from you, what I challenge each of you to do is to get involved, just like I've said before. Now, June 8th, they will mail out ballots for the primary election. And I have a couple other folks that are running against me. I haven't seen anything out of them, although I'm sure they're doing the best that they can do. These are challenging times, and these are different set of situation than we've ever faced before. But it's really important that on June 8th, when you receive your ballot, if it's a mail-in ballot, I'm asking you to mark the box that reads Warren Brown for Archuleta County Commissioner in District 1. I'm the Republican candidate for Archuleta County. And I would like you to mail that or hand carry that in as soon as you're able. If you're not doing the mail-in, our election date is going to be June the 30th. So it's imperative that we all do our part. I've stepped out of my comfort zone. I've really got into the campaigning and trying to learn the ins and outs of Archuleta County and what we can do better and what we've done well in the past, frankly. It hasn't been all doom and gloom. We've had some good people doing good things. I just think that we can do better, and we need to work on making Archuleta County a better place to live and a better place to work. And so I'm asking you, again, to get involved. I'm asking you to talk with your circle of friends, your circle of folks that you have influence with. And I want you to ask them to take a look at my website. You can find me at info@electwarrenbrown.com. I have some materials on there that give you my perspective. It tells you why I'm running for office. It tells you what my plan of action is to get Archuleta County on track and enable us to stay on track and to serve the needs of our community better. You can find me right here on Facebook. As you know, here we are together. And I'm going to be back next Friday at 3 o'clock if everything works well together. And I welcome your questions. I welcome your input, because this is not about me being in office. This is about me being a public servant for you, the residents and the voters of Archuleta County. We need to have conversations regularly, because if I don't know what you want, I can't represent you as well as I might otherwise be able to do. You're not getting me in there for what I think I need. You're getting me in there for what we need as a county, and we really need to come together at this particular time, and we work together. You can also find me on Instagram at Warren Brown 2020, and you can find me on Twitter at Warren Brown at Warren Brown 123. I try to post my videos on YouTube. I have at times a little frustration with that, as some of us do with our technology. But I look forward to talking to you again next Friday at 3 p.m. I'm asking you to really find out what you can do to get involved and to help me help you and our community in making this a success. I put out a great newspaper ad this week. You're going to see something from me in there as often as we can get it in there. But really, when it comes down to it, I need you to help me help you. I have some yard signs that have come in, and when those can be put out in accordance with all the laws and rules and regulations that we have, I'm going to be getting in touch with you, and I would ask that you let me display the signs in front of your house or your business, and I would ask that you join your friends and neighbors who have supported me to this point. And I'm telling you, we have had just such an outpouring of support from longtime residents of Archuleta County, from folks who are very new to Archuleta County, because what my platform is just simply makes sense. If we don't have a plan and we're not planning the future, then by all accounts, we're planning to fail. And we don't need that, we don't want that, and we can't afford it. And there are a number of things that we can do in Archuleta County that I believe once we have a plan in place and we know where we're going and we have that roadmap, we're going to be able to do a better job for Archuleta County and to serve the citizens of this community better than we've ever done before. Again, thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time, I appreciate your attention, and I look forward to seeing you again next Friday. Thanks.